Sources have told CNBC-TV18 that India expects the group nations to have a consensus on common cryptocurrency norms. Sapna Das is joining us now with more details. Sapna, tell us, what are your sources telling you?
Well, first of all, so far as the India presidency of G20 is concerned, India has been a major contributor, on very important and a number of topics. For example, even as far as the issue of regulating or managing crypto assets is concerned, it's India that has brought it as part of the G20 agenda. And basically, probably the India presidency is looking forward to the G20 membership agreeing upon a common common template for regulating crypto assets. I think this is going to be very significant going forward. Remains to be seen whether the G20 membership actually agrees to that or not at the summit. That's one. Second, also in terms of reforms for the multilateral banks, the reports brought in by Larry Summers and NK Singh together. I mean, that report is extremely important. In a nutshell, if at least some of those recommendations are accepted by the multilateral banks, that will create an additional lending headroom of around $200 billion over the next 10 years. So that's the significance, and over there also India has played a major role. As far as the debt packages for countries, weaker nations are concerned, here there is a bit of a pushback from China. That's also a well-known fact, but again, India has been a major contributor on that front. And last but not the least, also in terms of taking the climate change agenda forward, probably what has been agreed so far is that, in terms of how do you want to price, carbon emissions. So the options here would be that either you can price it or you can also not price it. So countries will be given options to have their own country-specific tools to basically handle the climate change transition. So these are some of the major areas in which India has contributed. And last but not the least, also in terms of taking the digital public infrastructure forward. Here the entire action plan for financial inclusion has been given a go-ahead so far. Of course, this will be discussed further in the summit. So that again is going to be very important from India's contribution point of view. There are some wrinkles over here. For example, there may not be a consensus as far as the communique is concerned because of the Russia-Ukraine war, issues like that. But I think that's suppose that the summit will deal with at its own level.